Hello, Show Me Go Explore fans. I'm standing right inside of the entryway of the Evangelical United Church of Christ here in the middle of Missouri. Right now I'm focusing, I've got my film looking at the top of one of the little tiny stained glass panels up there. I'll try to zoom in a little bit, kind of see that writing underneath. And pan down and show you guys these beautiful metal iron doors right here. Look at this detail on that. And we literally, in our last video, we did a walk around to the outside of the church. So now we've walked through those large, gorgeous front doors, and we're going to film the inside of the church. And I'm just going to kind of give you, like I said, I'm in the little foyer area of it. We've got the acolyte lights there and some switches and things. And turn around, because this is the entryway to the worship part of the church. And you can see those gorgeous wooden doors again up in the front. I'm going to have my other teammate open the door for me so that we can have this magnificent shot of the worship area. Now this church has been servicing and functions became, I guess, not really erected, what you would call it. It became a staple of the community back in 1853. And like I said, I will have a lot more actual intricate detail about the church and the history of this particular church in the description area under the video. But for right now, I just want to kind of capture and film the majesty of the inside of this gorgeous building here. So yeah, when you walk in, you've got your welcome book for your guests if you want. And you can see this is a church that has these really beautiful, unique stained glass windows. So I'm just going to, like I said, just kind of give a walk around tour, if you will, of what all is inside this beautiful, beautiful little structure here. And it's amazing to think that this place has been in operation since the mid-1800s. And yeah, like I said, we've got some beautiful stained glass windows here. Look at all that detail. It's really neat. And they're just paneled throughout this whole entire building on this level here. I'll try to zoom in and get that. I believe that's EC for Evangelical Church. And so yeah, like I said, we're just going to kind of walk around. It is typical, like your regular church. It has all the pews with the hymnals and the Bibles in there, so you can follow and with the scriptures and sing along with the songs for the service. But it's still, like I say, I love looking inside of these church buildings like this, just because of these beautiful details. And with this having the German background that it did, the first services were actually dictated in German, and then later on they switched to completely using the English language for their services and such. But here in the middle of Missouri, there were a lot of German settlers over the years, so that's the reason for having such a large German and Deutsch influence on the religion and the town and the people. But like I said, I can't get enough of these beautiful stained glass windows. I love stained glass, and I mean these pictures here are just so intricate with the writing and stuff underneath. I mean, how beautiful is that? Absolutely gorgeous. And we're here filming in the middle of the day, so we have this wonderful natural light just coming in and showing us. Now that's supposed to be Jesus with Mary Magdalene. And then yeah, we've got again, more writing underneath. Now most of that, I think, let's see, it's a mix. There's some of them in English, I think, and most of them in German. And my German is kind of hit or miss, depending on what it is. So I won't stand here and translate every single one of them out loud, because I'll probably get it wrong. But if you are interested, you can always look it up and see. Now that one obviously is in English, so. But yeah, like I said, I love the detail inside of this place. It's just absolutely fascinating to see this. Now there was a hailstorm in this town, I believe in the 60s, and unfortunately it did damage some of the beautiful stained glass that was here. So when the church was able to repair the glass, they put up plexiglass on the front of those windows to preserve them in case future natural disasters were to occur, which is very, very wise, because I'm sure you wouldn't want to replace those very often, especially being in Missouri. We get all kinds of weather, sometimes twice or three times in the same day. So we do what we can to try to take precautions to preserve our things that are important to us. I'm going to walk over here and show you just this is the baptismal font we have here, where the baptisms probably more than likely take place, if I had to guess. It has been a little while since I've stepped foot inside of a church, so I'm doing my best to kind of remember off the top of my head how these particular services would go. But I love that, how that's light blue like that with the sky and these wall details. Now, if I had to, I would say this is probably where the choir would sit up here for the most part, and where they could sing their songs. But here, we've got the table where you can serve communion, and I'll try to, it does say, this do in remembrance of me, which is part of what is said before communion is taken. But I think that's neat up there on the table. And again, we have more pews on this side. But I mean, this woodwork up here, there's just lots of, now that's the pipe organ right over there. And then we have our main altar right up here. We got Bibles and candles and crosses. And this bit up here, more stained glass windows. Now, before they did these colorful stained glass windows, they were originally, I think, just plain red stained glass. And then I want to say in 1905, I'll have to double check that date, 1915 possibly, they redid the stained glass and had them done in color and took the red out, basically. Gave it a whole new aesthetic, I imagine. But yeah, over here we have the piano. I love pianos, so I'm always going to capture those. But yeah, and I'll just kind of give you a shot from the lookout over here. I mean, look at that. Look how the light is letting those colors shine in through the windows. And then that says "Depart in peace" above the door for after the services and such. But yeah, then you have your pulpits over here where you can read your scriptures out loud. And I mean, despite what one may believe, these are just, sometimes churches, I think, are some of the most gorgeous pieces of architecture we have in our society and throughout history. I mean, there's so much history that goes on through church because they're so ingrained in the towns and cities that they're established in. So you have all kinds of people attending these services and doing magnificent things, you know, for positivity and trying to make the towns better places. And so it really is just a neat thing to be able to come in and get permission to film these churches. And just real quick, I want to kind of show that little lantern there. There's an American flag, because obviously this is America. So we'll kind of go in this door back here. We just have a little bit of music storage, but this will take you up to the pipe organ that they have. And here she is for all the music folks and instrument folks. We have the pipe organ, and there's a sign here. I'll zoom in right here. You can see right there. So I'd like to know exactly how much, like music-wise, whenever they do service, how much of it is pipe music versus the piano music. And then I'll kind of you can see it's just right there by, like I said, I'm guessing that's where the choir would sit. But yeah, you're just seated right out there. You can kind of overlook everything. Got your own little section back here. But yeah, like I said, we're just always so fortunate to get permission to film any location, no matter what the history is. That's what we're all about, is preserving that history. And so, yeah, like I said, I've got shut that door behind me. And yeah, just kind of give another look around. I want to get this in all the angles, because this is where the people come in. This is where it all happens. All that energy, all that spirit, I guess you could say. Yeah, just absolutely, again, just getting some more shots. I also love that beautiful gold and red stencil work on the walls too. That's really well done. And I don't know if I got that earlier, but there is a cross up there as well. So, but yeah, like I said, we will have more videos of this church to follow too. There is a basement level, which we will also film. So that will be coming up. We'll have another video for that specifically. And just real quick, these are little cutouts for the wheelchair access folks, in case you have any disabled people that need space for that. But yeah, even these pews are gorgeous. I mean, just these wooden pews, or, I mean, like I said, I love every little detail inside of a church building. And those are the little holes where you would put your communion cup after taking your drink. So, of course, the bread part would get eaten, so there's no reason to store that. But yeah, again, like I said, this is the Evangelical United Church of Christ here in the middle of Missouri. And we want to thank you folks for watching our videos and commenting on our videos and sharing our videos, liking our videos, supporting us in any way we can so we can bring you folks as much footage and history around our beautiful state. And like I said, I'm just going to pan around again. I could stand here and film this all day. I really do love this aesthetic in here. This is really, really captivating. But again, thanks again for watching, folks. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, of course, YouTube. We'll have more content coming soon. And take care.